Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 25-minute Pilates core workout. You don't need any equipment today, just yourself and your mat. Getting started laying on our backs with our feet hip distance apart and our knees bent, starting nice and slow today with some gentle breath work. So place one hand on your stomach and the other on your chest, and take a deep breath in, inflating upwards into both hands, making sure that they're rising at the same rate. And exhale, deflate through the belly and the chest, blow all of that air out of your lungs. Inhale, inflate through the belly and the chest, raising your hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale out through the mouth, blowing all of that air out, hands lower at the same rate. Two more like this. Take a big breath in, inflating through the belly and the ribs and the chest. And big breath out, really sigh it out, mouth open, deflating through the hands. Last one like this, inhaling to raise both hands up. And exhaling as you blow it all out. Release your hands from your belly and your chest now and place them on each side of your ribs, wrapping your thumbs around to your back. This time when you inhale, instead of thinking up and down, I want you to think side to side. So inhale as you expand into your hands, pressing your rib cage out to the sides, and exhale, draw them together tight and through the core. Inhale, expand side to side, laterally into your hands, and exhale, draw the ribs together and pull the belly button down towards the spine. Two more like this, inhaling into your hands, and exhale out through the mouth as you draw the ribs together. One more like this, and this is the breath style that we're going to want to maintain throughout the rest of this Pilates core class to make sure we can keep that nice core engagement throughout our work today. So exhaling out through the mouth, you can release your hands now, but keep breathing in that same way out into the ribs. So inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and tuck them under, pressing the lower back into the ground. Inhale, come back through a neutral spine, bringing a slight curve under the low back. Exhale, squeeze the glutes in the core, hips tuck under, lower back presses into the mat. Inhale into your neutral spine. Exhale, hips tuck under, ribs squeeze together, belly button pulls down towards the spine. One more like this, inhaling into your neutral spine. Last one, really draw the ribs together as you exhale, squeeze the glutes and give a tiny curve under with the hips. Let's add on to this now. So inhale into your neutral spine and exhale into your pelvic tilt, but keep rolling forward so that your hips slowly rise up towards the ceiling and your spine lifts off the mat one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the top and exhale to lower in reverse, starting at the top of your spine, lowering one vertebrae at a time all the way till you hit your pelvis and you come out of your pelvic tilt. Let's do that again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hips tuck under and we squeeze, 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 lifting off the mat one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, big expansion through the ribs at the top. And exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time, segmentally through the spine, ending by coming out of your pelvic tilt. Give me two more like this. So inhale to prepare and exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up off the mat. Inhale for a pause at the top. And exhale, put it in reverse and roll down the mat, coming out of your pelvic tilt at the bottom. Last one, inhale to prepare, and exhale as you slowly roll up through the spine and hold at the top this time. Let's finish with little pulses up with the hips. So pulse up and up, just for 7. Last 6, 5 more, 4, little squeezes with the glutes, little tuck unders with the hips, just 2. And 1, and slowly lower back down onto your mat. Awesome job. Now inhale to prepare at the bottom and exhale as you lift your left knee up into a tabletop position. Inhale, place it back down, and exhale, draw your right knee up, stopping when your knee is over your hips. Inhale, place it down, exhale, lift the left knee. Keep going, really focusing on our breath pattern here. So inhaling as the ribs expand, Exhaling as they draw together and your belly button pulls down towards the mat to make sure our deep core, our transverse abdominals are staying nice and engaged throughout this deep core work. This is your last one like this, exhaling to lift the right knee, inhaling to lower. Lift the left knee up, hold it there, bring the right knee up to meet it, place the left foot down, place the right foot down. Right knee lifts up, left knee lifts up, right foot places down, left foot places down. Keep going, alternating which knee you're starting with each time, bringing a bit more of a balance challenge, a bit more of stability requirements for your core as we lift both feet off the ground at the same time. Give me 2 more each side, making sure we're moving nice and controlled here, stopping the knee once it gets directly over the hip, and making sure we've got a nice 90-degree angle through both knee joints as we bring them up into tabletop. This is your last one. Right knee lifts, right foot down, and left foot down. Awesome job. Bring both knees up to tabletop now, stacking the knees directly over the hips, and bring your arms straight up from your shoulders with your palms facing forward. Inhale to prepare, and exhale as you crunch the upper body up off of the mat, bringing your hands down by your hips. And inhaling as you lower everything down, returning your hands straight above your shoulders. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders lift up. Inhale, everything lowers back down. Exhale, crunch, pressing your hands so they're hovering just a couple inches above the mat, and inhaling to lower. Keep going. If you're feeling any sort of pain or strain through your neck, feel free to ditch the arms and interlace your hands behind your head with your elbows out nice and wide to give some support to the weight of the head. Give me 4 more here, really trying to lift your head, neck, and shoulder blades up off the mat as you crunch, and then make sure they all come back down onto the mat as you inhale and rest between reps. Exhale, crunch up, reach long through the fingers, inhale, lower down. Last one, hold lifted in your crunch this time, coming into our Pilates 100, so start pulsing through the arms, and inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to add in the legs, extending the leg on the inhale, drawing it back to tabletop on the exhale. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. Option to ditch the legs, maybe placing them down onto the mat or lowering your head down onto the mat, whatever is working for you today. Just make sure you are pulsing through the arms and reaching long through the fingers. We are almost there. Give me just 4 more rounds of breath, so inhale and exhale, 3 more. Inhale, you can do it. Stay nice and crunched up. 2 more, inhaling. And exhale, last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job. Lower your upper body down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock your head gently from side to side, releasing any tension through the neck or the head. Pressing your lower back into the ground, maybe rocking side to side through your low back. Just taking a moment of rest before we come into the Pilates series of 5, which is one of my favorite classical Pilates series. You'll see 1 or more of these moves in almost all of my classes. So lift your upper body up, grab a hold of your right shin, and extend your left leg long, coming into our single leg stretch. So switch the legs, alternating which knee is drawing in, so switch and switch, really pulling on the knee, crunching up through the upper body as you switch and switch. Make sure you're really reaching long through the leg that's extending, sending energy long through the mat. Just for 1 more each side, and hug the knees in towards the chest. Time for our double leg stretch. So inhale as you raise your arms over your head and extend your legs. Exhale, draw everything in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, pull everything together. Lower back is pressing down into the mat as we inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Reaching in opposition here as legs and hands reach in opposite directions. Just 3 more. Inhale and exhale, 2 more. Last one before we come into our straight leg stretch right here. So grab a hold of the back of your right calf, extend your leg up towards the ceiling, and the left leg goes long down the mat. Pull the right leg in and switch. Switch and switch. So same pattern as the single leg stretch, but our legs are extended the entire time instead of alternating bending the knees, giving a bit more of a stretch on the hamstrings and challenging the core. 2 more each side, and last one. Hug the knees in towards the chest, lower the upper body down, taking a quick rest before coming into our leg lifts. We've got 2 more moves left in this series of 5. So when you're ready, interlace your hands behind your head and crunch the head, neck, and shoulders up off your mat. Extend your legs up straight towards the ceiling and flex your feet. Inhale, lower your legs to the ground. Exhale, draw them back over the hips. Flexing as you inhale to lower, pointing as you exhale to lift. Keep going. This is the most challenging move in the series of 5, so a couple modifications here would be bending your knees or reducing the range of motion. Only lower the legs as far as you're able to keep your lower back in contact with the mat. Exhale as you lift. You've only got 2 more. You can do it. You are so strong. I know I was shaking at this point. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Lower the head down onto the mat. Maybe rock side to side on the low back. Coming into our final move of this series, crisscross or bicycle crunches. So when you're ready, interlace your hands behind your head one final time. Crunch up through the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale to prepare, and exhale as you reach right elbow to left knee and switch. Switch and switch, drawing opposite elbow towards opposite knee, rotating through the spine, twisting through the core, targeting the obliques. Moving with control here, not with momentum, so really extend long out through the legs, just 2 more each side. And last one. Hug the knees in towards the chest, lower your upper body down. Whew, you made it through that super tough series. You should be so proud of yourself. That is not an easy thing to do. When you're ready, extend your legs long down the mat and your arms overhead and reach through both of them like you just woke up in the morning, stretching through the core. And then draw your rib cage back down onto the mat and find your neutral spine. Inhale as you roll up through the spine, and exhale as you fold forward over the legs. Inhale, slowly roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. Tuck your hips under and roll up. Fold forward with flexed feet. Tuck the hips under and roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. So just like in our bridges at the beginning of class, you want to move through your spine segmentally here. So moving up and down through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, tucking your hips under to help you lift up and lower down without any pain in the low back. This is your last one, so tuck your hips under and roll up. Hold in your forward fold this time, getting a deeper stretch on the hamstrings. Press your shoulders down your back. If you're able to reach your toes, maybe gently pull them towards your face, stretching out through the bottom of the feet, just taking a moment of rest as we're about halfway through this class. Gently walk your hands back up your legs and bring your feet out as wide as the mat, sitting up nice and tall through your spine. Extend your arms straight out to the side at shoulder height. And inhale to rotate to face the right side of your mat. Exhale, draw through center. Inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale through center. Keep going, inhaling to twist to one side and exhaling to draw everything back towards the front of your mat. Try to keep your belly button facing forward the entire time, so this rotation is really coming through your mid-back or your thoracic spine here. Make sure your arms and your spine are moving as one, so your back arm isn't extending too far behind you as you rotate. Everything is staying in the same alignment the entire time. You're just twisting through the spine. Let's add on now. So inhale to rotate to the right. Exhale, reach forward towards your pinky toe. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, come through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, reach towards your left pinky toe. Inhale, come up. Exhale through center. Keep going, moving through our saw here, getting a nice stretch through the back, the hamstring, and the hips as we work the obliques and rotate and reach through the back. We've only got 2 more each side here, so inhale, rotate, exhale, reach. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, come through center, other side. As you sit up between rotations, make sure you're maintaining good posture, so belly button is pulling back towards the spine and shoulders are sitting back and down. This is your last one. Inhale, rotate, exhale, reach. Inhale, sit up, exhale, come through center. Draw your feet together. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, fall forward. One last time for an even deeper hamstring stretch. And when you're ready, walk your hands up your legs and lean back onto your forearms, palms pressing down into the mat, pushing up through the elbows to lift up through the upper body, and then bring your knees up in a tabletop, stacking them over your hips. Inhale as you drop your knees to the right, and exhale to draw them through center. Inhale, drop them to the left. Exhale, come through center. Just give me 1 more each side like this, rotating through the mid-back as you drop your knees. Last one, inhale, rotate to the left, exhale through center. Let's add on. Inhale, knees drop to the right, exhale, legs extend, inhale, they bend, exhale, come through center, other side. Knees go to the left, legs kick out, they bend, and we come back through center. Give me 1 more each side here. If this position is uncomfortable for your tailbone, this entire series can be done with the upper body laying flat on the mat. Let's add on again. So drop your knees to the right, extend your legs, lift your legs up and over to the left side of your mat, bend your knees and draw through center. Inhale, knees drop to the right. Exhale, they extend. Inhale, lift up and over, and exhale as knees bend and you come through center. 2 more in this direction. If the extension is too much, you can keep the knees bent the entire time. 1 more here. Inhaling to drop the knees. Exhale, extend. Inhale to windmill the legs over to the left side. Exhale, bend and come through center. Other side. Legs drop to the left. Extend. Lift up and over and bend to the knees. Come through center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, extend. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, knees bend, and we come through center. Just 2 more like this. Really feeling this through the entire core, especially those obliques, and also getting a nice stretch through the legs. This is your last one, and we've got 1 more change coming after this. So hold through center and extend your legs straight out in front of you with your toes pointed, pressing up through the forearms. Inhale as you drop the legs down to the right, and exhale as they circle around to the left. Inhale, drop them down to the right. Exhale, lift them up from the left side, circling the legs around to the right. Just 1 more in this direction. You can do it. And other way. Inhale, drop them to the left. Exhale, bring them up to the right. Just 3 more in this direction. Really squeeze the legs together, active through the lower body, pressing up through the forearms. Don't let your upper body sag down towards the mat. Just 1 more. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift them up and around. Press up onto your palms and extend your legs straight out in front of you. Swing your hips up to get a nice stretch over the front side of your body and over your arms. Maybe dropping your head back if that feels comfortable for you. And then lowering your hips down and coming into a forward fold, stretching out our legs that just worked so hard during that core series. We've just got a couple more moves left in class today, so when you're ready, swing around, coming into a straight arm plank, stacking our shoulders directly over our wrist, fingers spread nice and wide, and the feet stepped back. Inhale as you pike your hips up to the sky. Exhale, come into your plank, draw right knee to chest. Inhale, hips pike up. Exhale, left knee comes in. Inhale, pike up. Exhale, right knee really crunching through the core. Inhale, pike. Exhale, left knee. Imagine I've tied a belt around your waist and I'm lifting and lowering you by that belt, so really squeezing through the core as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and then pressing down and forward as you draw one knee in towards your chest. Inhale, pike up. Exhale, left knee. Awesome job, you are almost there. 2 more, pike up. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Last one, inhale, lift up. Hold shifted forward in your plank and just alternate drawing knees to chest. So right knee in and left. Right knee and left, really crunching through the core, tucking under with the hips as we drive our knee in towards our chest, pressing up with the palms. Just 3 more each side, 2 more. Last one, and drop your knees down, sit your hips back into a child's pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths here, feeling the nice stretch and release through the back and the arms. Getting ready to come into our final series of class today. So when you're ready, shift forward into a forearm plank, stacking your shoulders directly over your elbows and stepping your feet back down the mat hip distance apart, tucking the hips under slightly to engage the core. Starting with alternating knee taps, so tap the right knee down and lift, left knee and lift, right knee and left, right and left. Only thing moving is the legs. The core is nice and tight with the belly button pulling up towards the spine. You've just got 2 more each side like this. And last one, now let's tap both knees down. So inhale, tap the knees, exhale, lift them up. Once again, you want to make sure that the movement is coming from the lower body, so really press down into your forearms to stay active and stable through the back and the core as we inhale to tap the knees and exhale to lift. Last one. Now drop your hips to the right and swivel them over to the left, just alternating dropping hips to one side of the mat. This is your final move. Give it all you got, really wringing out the core, getting even more into those obliques as we drop to the right and the left. You are almost there, just 3 more each side. Last 2. Last one, and hold through your forearm plank, squeeze through the core, pressing up through the forearms, reaching long through the legs, active through the entire body. Hold, 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 you can do it. Take a big breath in and exhale, drop the knees, sit your hips back into your child's pose. You have certainly earned it. Take a big, deep breath here, letting go of any tension from class today. And when you're ready, shift forward on to all 4, stacking your hips over your knees. And inhale as you drop your stomach to the floor and send your heart forward through your shoulders. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and curve your back towards the ceiling. Inhale into your cow pose. And exhale into your cat. Inhale, moving nice and slowly, stretching through the spine and the abs. And exhale, arch your back up towards the ceiling. Give me 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back through a neutral spine and inhale as you raise your right arm up towards the ceiling, and exhale as you reach it under your left side, dropping your right shoulder and cheek down to the mat. getting a nice twist through the spine and a little stretch for the shoulder as well. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, place the right hand down, other side. Left arm lifts, and we reach under the right side of the body, getting that same twist through the spine on the other side. Come back through center, place both hands down onto the mat now, tuck your toes under, and send your hips up towards the sky for your downward facing dog. Alternating pedaling out the feet, reaching opposite heel for the floor, feeling this nice full body stretch here. And then reach both heels down towards the mat, bend your knees, and walk your hands in so you're in a forward fold. Grab a hold of opposite elbow and gently sway side to side, releasing through the low back. Come through center, drop your hands, gently shake your head yes and no, releasing through the neck this time. And then grab a hold of the back of your legs, pull your chest towards your thighs, giving yourself a hug for all the hard work you just did. And then release your hands, slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time, ending with your head and inhaling all the way at the top. Exhale, draw your hands through heart center. All right, that is it for today's 25-minute Pilates core workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.